Kwasi here, and in this video, I'm going to share with you how to visualize, really how to visualize effectively and get to a point where you're manifesting your goals. Anything that you create in your imagination becomes an absolute reality. And at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you 2 exercises to actually get to a point where you amplify the emotions that you feel and visualize much more effectively. So make sure you stick around. Before I begin this video, I want to quickly announce that I'm doing a free giveaway of my book, Life Mastery. If you want to enroll into a competition to win this book for completely free in the ebook format at the end of the week, just comment Life Mastery and we'll be picking one lucky winner every single Friday. Also, I'm super excited to announce that the free one-to-one consult for the Reality Mastery program is open for November. So if you want to hear more about that, wait till the end of the video for the announcement on that. And with that, let's get started with this video. So as the title shows, we're going to be talking about how to visualize, like really how to visualize. And the biggest problem is that most people can't visualize their ideal scenes, right? They just have trouble concocting up that image that they would like to see of their ideal scene, or it's a very unclear, blurry image. So if you're going through that, then this video is for you. And what you've got to understand before we even get down into this video is that the most powerful way to manifest anything is visualizing. Right? This is hands down the most powerful way. And why that is because if you look at your senses, 80% of it is seeing. Right? 80% of your sense perception is in the vision. So an interesting phenomenon happens when you visualize because your nervous system can't differentiate between what's imagined and what's real. If you visualize with enough clarity of this vision and enough emotional intensity, then it's almost as though it's real. A lot of athletes have used visualization. Look at Michael Jordan. Before he would go into a game, he would just visualize himself sinking shots. And as a result of that, he became very, very successful as a basketball player. So if he can do that, then you and I can also manifest our goals just by visualizing. So what also happens at the same time is you have what is known as a reticular activating system, your RAS. When you visualize, this RAS gets programmed with what you would want to see. Most people don't see opportunities. And when we see things, these opportunities just pass by because we're not being sensitive or receptive enough to these opportunities around us. And why that is because our RASs are programmed to seeing something else. So if we feel insecure this morning, our RAS is going to be programmed in one way, and it's going to have this confirmation bias of looking for things that make us feel insecure. Oh, that boy laughed at me. I must be looking very silly. Oh, he's laughing, he's poking fun, must be poking fun at me, right? Because that's, you feel insecure today. But if you started to program your RAS by visualizing is a powerful way to program your RAS. Then you start to see things that support this worldview you're consciously putting in. This is you brainwashing yourself in a conscious manner. So this is conscious creation of your life, not an unconscious creation of what has been programmed into you. So this is why visualization is extremely powerful. And the general key to visualizing is working with what's known as a target slide. And this has got to be a long-term vision for your life. So where do you see yourself ultimately? Ask yourself that. This isn't something quick that you want to manifest, but we want to be working with a target slide. We also want to work with little slides in between that lead up to that target slide, and that's what's known as process visualization. So there's goal visualization, there's process visualization. If you want to learn more about that, make sure you click up here. And this is a comprehensive video I've made before on how to visualize. And it explains process visualization, goal visualization, how to systematically create your dream life step by step. But essentially, when you work with a slide, it's one singular frame of reality. If you look at this exact moment, this sliver, tiny sliver of the present moment, this is one current frame. When you visualize and work with the target slide, you're creating that ideal reality. Okay, you are working on manifesting that imagination into this present moment. So that's why it's good to work with a target slide that's long-term out, because then in the middle, you open up a lot of opportunities because there are many different pathways to the top of the mountain. So You make yourself open and available to these pathways. If you don't know what it is you need to do to get to that point now, it is just sufficient to work with that long-term target slide. Now, you might be asking, well, Kwazi, how do I visualize this target slide? What are the ways to do that? And right now, I'm going to share with you 2 exercises that help you do just that. First of all, what you want to do is define your ideal scene. So if you look at, let's say 10 years from now, 20 years from now, what would make your life absolutely blissful, absolutely amazing, absolutely fantastic? What would you really like in your life? It doesn't have to take 10 or 20 years, I promise you that. But it's just you're developing a long-term vision for your life. What would you really like to see? What would make your life very, very fulfilled? Take a piece of paper, write down a paragraph of your ideal scene. Who you're hanging out with, what you're doing, who you are within yourself, all of these things. Really define it in as much clarity as you can, what you'd like to see. Just pause this video right now, do that, okay? Then what you want to do is find a set of images, okay? So for people who have trouble visualizing, find a set of images you would like to see. So to give an example, what I would like to see in my life ultimately is that I'm a revolutionary coach, a manifestation coach, a mindset coach, a reality mastery coach, and the program is doing absolutely fantastically. I'm making millions and millions of dollars helping people transform their lives. I wake up in my LA mansion next to my wife, go downstairs, this is my Ferrari, there's a pool there, and all of my friends are like, Kwazi, jump in the pool, jump in the pool. I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta get some barbecue chips out into the town, and the big gates of my mansion open, and then I go out into the town. It's up in the mountains. So I've developed this clear vision of where I would like to see my life 10 years from now. So I want you to develop this kind of long-term vision for your life as well. Now, what I've done is also I've found images that kind of define that. So I know exactly what mansion I want to live at. Now, you don't have to be attached to this. You just want to put a direction to your mind, okay? So this is the long-term vision. This is what I want to do. This is where I want to go. This is where I want to be. This is who I am. Find images. Go on Google right now. Find 5 images that portray this. And now what you want to do is visualize yourself in these images experiencing all of these things. Even find a video if that's helpful. Place yourself in all of these images. And every single day, before you fall asleep, first thing in the morning, place yourself here. This is also a powerful Neville Goddard way of visualizing right before you fall asleep when your subconscious is the most moldable. So click up here to check the video on that. But you want to get to a point where you're seeing yourself in these visions, in these pictures. So if you have trouble visualizing, this is for you. Okay, find these pictures, place yourself in that scene. Because the mind can't concoct up something that it hasn't already seen. Okay? So what you got to understand, most people have this misconception that, I'm creating reality out of thin air. You can't create reality. What you already want is already created. It's just, you got to learn to play with creation. You got to learn to channel creation. Anything that can be manifest has already been manifested, whether it be in this physical plane, whether it be in the mental, spiritual plane, it's already been created. The Creator has done a great job creating. You don't have to do any creating. You just need to learn how to manipulate forms of energy into one form to the other. This is what we're doing with our imagination. We're putting it from one form to the other, from the internal world to the external world. Okay? That's what you need to learn to do. The second thing, this one, is to amplify the emotions that you feel. Because as you know, the more emotional intensity that you feel with your visualization, the more powerful it becomes. And this is a sort of mixture that I made from neuro-linguistic programming. But essentially the idea is when you visualize, if you make this image very, very large. So right now, if you just close your eyes, you visualize a scene, make it small. And now expand it beyond your horizons, completely expand it. You will see that this vision becomes more and more of a reality within you. You feel more intensely towards it. Okay, so learn to do that. The best way to do that and get most emotional intensity is if you start to use music that motivates you. Visualize while you're playing music. Try it out. Find some music that has a crazy drop, and at that drop, you just completely expand this image. Right? So that's something that was very powerful for me. That's helped me get a lot more emotional intensity out of my visualizations. So with that, I conclude this video. This was a short video, so make sure you have watched the whole thing. And just to recap, Visualization is powerful because your nervous system can't tell the difference between what's real and what's imagined. It also programs your reticular activating system in such a way that you start to look for opportunities. You get programmed to start to look for opportunities around you that would make this dream come true. The key is to work with a target slide, a long-term vision for your life. Okay, that's the key principle here. And the 2-step exercise to help you do this is, first of all, defining your ideal scene. Okay? Define that 10 years out what you would like to see in your life. And then find pictures online, 5 pictures online that depict this scene, place yourself in them. Number 2, when you visualize, use music. You don't have to visualize for 10, 20 minutes at a time. It could just be 3, 4 minutes. Every single day, just use music to make this vision really, really great, really, really powerful within you. And with that, I conclude this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that little bell there so you're notified of any new video that I put out. Also, I'm super excited to announce the free one-to-one consult for the Reality Mastery Program, as I mentioned before, is open. And if you want to sign up, make sure you click on the link in the description below. Hope I see you there. And again, the Reality Mastery Program is the most powerful way of manifesting your ideal life, all as a result of who you become within. Once you transform your internal world fully and completely, only then will you start to see changes in your external world. Most people don't know this. They try to influence the external world directly. That doesn't work. That gives you a temporary, a gimmicky result, not a permanent change. Okay, so even though it might change, you always end up back at your neutral level because that neutral level was established within you. All right? So make sure you sign up for the free consult if you are wanting to change your life from where you are now to that ideal scene you would like to be. And this is the most powerful system that's personally helped me get to a point where I was able to quit my 9-to-5, take my passion full time, and not only that, take my business to heights in a period of time that's absolutely unheard of, get to a point where I'm having my ideal relationship, and I'm helping my clients do this in their lives every single day. Okay, so if you want to take advantage of this opportunity, make sure you sign up, and also make sure you sign up for a free Facebook group. It's a free resource, so click on the link to sign up for that as well. It's a great community of great members. I would love to see you there. Until next time, peace.